Hello, 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 Tauruses. Welcome, welcome. For those of you that are new, my name is Patti, and I am an empath that does intuitive tarot and also intuitive coaching, spiritual coaching, empath coaching. It's all like one kind of a thing. And then I do also life balance and health coaching. So I've been around the block a few times. So let's get started, guys. But I do want to say thank you. I want to say first off, I really, really appreciate anybody that stops in and watches my channel. Huge appreciation, and sticks around and watches to see what I do. But the other thing too is I appreciate those that do like, share, subscribe. I appreciate you very, very much, because as my channel grows, you guys don't have a clue how much you're important to me. So I appreciate it. And I appreciate you who you bring along. So let's get started. So for those of you that are brand new, you might not know how I do things. So I'm going to pick 3 oracles. One is from the past, what energy, current energy, and forward energy. I do work with the divine and anybody who comes through. So this may resonate with you. It may not. Just depends on who the divine sends through. So we are in actually a reset. We're in a purge and reset with not only the planets, with spirituality and life, for everybody, for all the signs. However, Taurus, your past energies is all about birth and rebirth. So the past energies, somebody's been going through a transition. Somebody's been going through ending a bunch of things from their past, getting ready to move forward for the future, or maybe they're in the process of doing that. Maybe you're actually saying, you know what, I'm finally getting a hold of my life, and things like that as well. Oops, forgot to turn on the light so you can see me. There's the light. Anyway, so somebody is going through a major transition right now, which is huge. This is not to be taken lightly, because when somebody goes through a major transition, and it's going to play into the energy that is right now, when you're going through a major transition, there is a lot of pain that has to come up, because it's a healing process. You have to get rid of that Capricorn energy, the 2020 energy. You have to get rid of the past. And so that's really painful, because we have to bring garbage up. It's sort of like a toilet overflowing. But it's sort of like that. You got to get that clean. So that stuff's got to come out. It's like when you throw up, but you got to get it out, right? Okay. So, but that's the way life is, because we go from an earth-based thinking to a spiritual-based thinking. And a lot of people, you guys are younger. So a lot of the younger generations don't want to think that way, because we're so busy trying to figure out life that we just think earth. We think in the now, we think in the way it is. We don't want to hear spirit. We don't want to hear that stuff. Our parents probably shoved it down our throat. Well, older people understand that it's more of a spiritual journey than it is an earthly one. And that's why people get wisdom from older people, because of that. Because we do have the current energy right now, along with that rebirth. We've got the goblin, the human, the wounded human ego. So that is a lot of hurt, a lot of pain, a lot of experiences in life. That's where we grow. That is where we grow. But the goblin is about your shadow work. Shadow work meaning that it's your got to get under the earth a little bit and get down to where that foundation got broken. Where did I start that bad habit? Why did I start that bad habit? Why did I end up with her? Why did I end up with him? Why, what was I thinking? That kind of a thing. Probably more earth-based relationship rather than a spiritual relationship. So these are things that actually you have to ask yourself in your own life. What is it that needs to end, and what needs to go bye-bye in order for beautiful to come in, for a rebirth, that butterfly, that beautiful flower, whatever you like nature-wise, to be able to smell that new fresh air, smell the new aroma of the flowers, of the nature. It's sort of like when you have a bad rain and storm, then that smell that comes later, it's like a refreshing, cleansing smell. That's what's going on in your life right now. Let's get the soap and clean it up. All right, future energy is transformation. I can't make this stuff up, guys. The swan, trusting the psychic gifts. I don't call them psychic gifts. I call them divine gifts. We're given gifts of, everybody's got gifts. It's just how much you want to hone in on them and how much you want to hear them. Most everybody doesn't. They want their own way. They want what they want, not what they need, kind of a thing. And that's a whole thing. And what it's really cool about spirit or divine or universe, whatever you call it, is that when you do uh, get what you need, those are things that actually make you grow and be wonderfully joyful. All right. So your first card out, guys, is that you have the Four of Pentacles. What did I tell you? This is about purging. This is the purge. This is also the planets. We got the Hierophant as our yearly card. Well, the Hierophant is about spirit and growth and transformation and listening and waking and spiritual awakenings and things of that nature. But you have to let go. You have to purge. So somebody doesn't want to purge. And if you like staying stuck in where you're at, go right ahead. Don't purge. Just stay where you're at. Keep making the decisions that you're making. Hope that's working for you. Just depends, just really depends. If it is, if you're thinking spiritually, then yeah, it probably is working for you. If you're thinking more earthly, yeah, you're going to be on a life of a roller coaster because something's missing. These are your first two cards out. Something is really missing, and you just can't seem to pinpoint it, but because it's a lot of hard work. It is definitely a lot of hard work. However, to get to the rewards, to get to that point of the Nine of Pentacles, you have to work. And again, your energy for this week is the Goblin, the wounded human ego. So again, I'm not saying this to hurt your feelings or anything, but you got to let go. You got to let go. Yeah. So let's see what else we've got going here for you guys. Taurus. Purging, and even in the United States and the world, we're purging. We're still purging. We're not going to be done purging. The pandemic isn't over yet. We're not done purging. And that's the 2020 energy. We're still going to be purging all the way into the 2023, 24. Even the planets say that. Pretty scary. Three of Wands. You are thinking about your future. You're finally, somebody out there is taking note to, hey, I really need to change this. I really need to change this. Whatever it is that this is that you need to purge, that person, that habit, that thing that you need to be purging. That's up to you. All right. Oops, I forgot to turn that. Knight of Swords. Yeah, that is coming towards your future. So this transformation into the Swan, it's coming, and somebody's working on it. Because the Swan is the number 3. It's acknowledgement for numerology. If you look at the number there, if you figure into numerology, it's the number 3. 3 is about acknowledging your future, acknowledging what you need for your future, what you want for your future, what you want to grow for your future. Somebody's really thinking about their future right now. And you guys, younger people, that definitely is really important. Like I tell my daughter, you said by the time of 40, you really should be knowing what you want to do, where you want to go. I mean, at 25, you really don't even know. You really don't. You're trying to figure things out. And especially with the pandemic in the world the way it is right now, it's for a young person to try to figure it out. It's just hang on, keep moving forward, putting your feet forward, keep working on yourself. But it's a really unstable time. This is the number 5 numerology all the way through. It's unstable, unstable, unstable. So you can't really grow something stable out of being very unstable. It's the energies and the earth and everything is, it's so unstable. It's unbelievable. And plus we're in Mercury retrograde. Yeah, Mercury retrograde. We have the High Priestess. Energy, spiritual energies, that's what I can say. And people are really starting to look at that. More people are coming to me about their spiritualism and how they can grow it and how they can listen to it. It seems like I'm doing more empath and intuitive coaching these days, and that's fine. I love it. It's just because I would love to see them transform their lives much better to a higher level, and no drama, no fighting, no arguing, It's a wonderful feeling, let me tell you here. But we have, for somebody's going to maybe have a connection here really shortly. It's actually a divine intervention with somebody. It's a very good intervention, because it's a partnership that possibly is going to last a long time, depending on both their aspects. So we've got a great unity coming up, and it's a partnership. So partnership can mean anything, could mean work, whatever. However, this is based on the truth. This is based on, hey, let's be honest with each other. What do you want to do? How do you want to do it? Where do you want to go with it? Say now, 5 years, 10 years. Same with a marriage. And if you're dating, you got to be asking those. Okay, so where are we going with this right now? Are we going to stay friends? Are we going to grow? What do you want to see from this? If they say, I don't know, let's just go with the flow, run. Psh, run. Same with, because they're, you know what, they're not in it. They're not invested. They just don't know. So you better get your shit together. Sorry, say that. But, you know, when you're getting in your 30s, 40s, it's time to start really waking up to this transformation of who you are. Sadly, I don't want it to sound hypocritical. I knew where I was going earthly, but my spiritualism was being squashed. The vibrations were being squashed till I was almost 50, because the person who I really am is what you see in front of you. But I would not let anybody know about my abilities. I would not let anybody know about all the hoo-hoo craziness that has happened in my life, because they think I was nuts. And when you get to a certain age, as you younger people get older, you get to your 40s, 50s, and probably higher, and you don't care what other people think. And so sadly, I wasted 25 years of my life of not being who I was, faking it until you make it, and that doesn't work. And that's why this relationship that's coming up for you guys, one of you guys, all of you guys, few of you guys, I don't know who it is, that's why this importance is really, really going to be, or this truth is really, really going to be important to you guys, to be honest and open with each other. I see that. I feel it. I feel like this is a really good relationship, whoever this is with you. I feel like it's a masculine coming to a female energy, and that female energy is going to be recipient to it, very open to it. A little nervous though. She's a little nervous, because honesty can be really nervous, really can be, but it's going to sort of come quickly. It's not, this isn't going to be something that just comes up willy-nilly, over time. No, this is something coming up in the very near future. So really make sure that you're ending some crap, so you don't bring that with you into this new relationship, because this is good. Yeah, don't bring the crap. This is what will keep you bounded and not allow this to grow. Okay, this is what will keep you bounded and not allow your rebirth. This is what's going to keep you grounded to that wounded human ego. This is what's going to keep you grounded, because he don't want to see you have happiness. The low vibrations don't want you to have joy and happiness. Why? Because then it takes away from him. Takes away that he loses a soul. If you want to believe, in that, you'll lose a soul, because he keeps you bound to the things that destruct in your life. That's why I say you have to get rid of the past, anything that's hurtful, anything that is going to ruin this divine intervention. All right. All right. Let's see what else there is going here. And this is for someone's future, because they feel like it's missing. Something's missing. That is a problem, though. If you feel like something is really missing, then you're not in sync with spirit and yourself, because you should actually feel whole. And when you feel whole, your healing is started. Okay? That's when you're getting rid of the wounded ego. Like I said earlier, you will know when you're really healing or living in spirit, when you could be going through a major storm. Even like when my brother was murdered, I was beginning to live back into the spirit again. And when he was murdered, I was devastated. However, I knew there was a calm inside me, because the divine had my back. The divine was holding me like a baby. I mean, I physically could see him at that time, holding me like, I got you. I know this is really hard. I know that this is painful. I needed him home. He's got things to do. And I had to really accept that. As hard as it was, I was still calm inside. As hard as it is to go anything through what I'm going through, I will not be bound to the low vibrations. That's what I want for you guys. That's what I really want for you guys. That's why he has me come coaching. 2 years ago, I literally in the car, I was meditating and I was like, what am I supposed to be doing? I don't even know where I'm supposed to be going right now. This is because my abilities were just exploding. What am I supposed to do with this? He said, go and teach. Those were the 3-4 words I heard. And I'm like, I'm in the car, guys. I'm in the car. And he's like, go and teach. I'm like, say what? Go teach what? And that's exactly what I was doing. That's exactly what I was doing, guys. I was like, go teach what? What do you want me to teach? You want me to teach nutrition? You want me to teach fitness? You want me to go back into the gym? You want me to do bodybuilding again? What do you want me to teach? He gave me the word. He showed me the path. So here I am. All right. So don't be bound. Don't be bound. And here's the thing, a lot of people say, well, why do you do tarot? It's very limiting. It's not limiting. This is a tool. The cards are a tool. It's very unlimited to me because that's my source. Whoever is coming through, the divine, whoever is bouncing off, giving me the vibrations, giving me the downloads, that is the tool. So these are all tools together. It's not limiting because being an empath and being intuitive, most of everything I do is out here in the universe. Everything out there. Energies, complete energies. That's where I differ in a lot of tarot because the cards help me help you. However, everything is coming through here. All right. I don't know why I said that for somebody, I guess. So we do have the moon twice. So what is it what do you feel in your life is missing? Somebody feels just like something is missing. It's like, somebody's ashamed of something. There is somebody that has had a past that they, don't regret your past, because you know what? Somebody really regrets their past. There's something in the past that's like, man, I really wished I wouldn't have done that because now it carries with me all my life. You can either carry it with you in your life and have it be a burden and a destructive energy, or you can carry it in your life as a learning tool and to grow and blossom and transform. Because if it's something that may have affected another person, let me give you an example. If you've gone out and you've had sex and you've got an STD and that has affected you for the rest of your life, if you find a partner and they're okay with the STD, then basically what happens is you're fine. So we sometimes make a big illusion in our head that we can't have another partner. We can't have something because of our past. Were you in jail or prison and now you're afraid to share that with somebody? That you were in jail or prison, or you had a dark past, or you slept with 100 women or whatever, that kind of a thing. But you know what? If it's the right partner and the divine has put it there, it's not going to matter because that is your past. That is the garbage. That's the purge. If it matters to somebody, they're not the right person. So don't be afraid to tell somebody of your past. As I shared with somebody recently, I said, if you want to know me, I need to know the good, bad, and ugly of you. You want to know the good, bad, and ugly of me? Here it is. Because why waste people's time? Why not walk in truth? This is your shadow work, Taurus, this week. Shadow work. You got to get down dirty and get in that mud bath and actually cleanse yourself. Mud actually is a good cleaner, but it's nasty while you're going through it. But somebody has something hidden that they're ashamed of. Don't be ashamed of it. Say, you know what? It is what it is. I can't change it. It's the past. You know what? And I shouldn't have never done it, but we all make mistakes. And I'm just going to grow from it. And someday somebody will be accepting of it. Worst thing you could do, though, in a relationship, I'll tell you right now, or a new relationship, or if you're dating, keep it a secret. Don't keep secrets. Before anybody gets married, I'm not going to get into coaching. Before anybody gets there, every secret should be out there that you know that could come up and surprise you later, or surprise somebody later. Now, if somebody by a chance had an extra kid that nobody knew about, there's nothing you can do about that. They pop up 20 years later. Hey, I'm your son. I'm your daughter. Well, and if neither one of you knew, doesn't matter. But if one of you knew you had a child out there and nobody knew, then what you're doing is you're keeping that secret hidden and you're creating damage. So if you have secrets between you two, find out what they are before you get involved, before you get married, because here's the thing. If somebody can't accept it, then the thing is they're not the right person for you. If they can accept it, then the divine will keep them in your life. But those deep, dark secrets is what's holding back somebody's transformation. Shadow work, shadow work, shadow work, shadow work, so that you can have that transformation. This is your psychic gift. You know what to say. The intuition, you know when and what to say. You know it. Okay? And then you have the star that's going to turn completely around with the 10 of Cups. Oh my gosh. You cannot beat better than that. That's the 10 of Cups is everything you dreamed of. Happiness, joy, love, money, the house with the picket fence. Oh, do you guys even think of that anymore? I forgot, I'm sort of old. So anyway, and then we have the 6 of Pentacles. Okay, so we have a lot of energy here that needs to be cleared. It's like a fog. You need to clear the fog away before you can see the blue skies. Who's that for? And also, too, your first card out, stop hanging on to it. Stop hanging on to the past. I had a coaching session yesterday, and they're like, yeah, I do hang on to a lot. I said, yes, you do. You really do. And you've got to figure out step by step what you can let go. You have to prioritize what needs to go first, second, third, and fourth, and they got a list. So they have to do that. Definitely. I'm telling you. This is the planets now, you guys. This is the energies of the planets. I'm not making this up. Cleaning house. Get your house clean. Purge it. It's a spring cleaning time early. And that's the number 10. Get rid of it. Get rid of it. Get rid of it. Do you need a coaching session? Email me. Dragon's Liar. Again, get rid of it. I'm not making this up. Get rid of it so you can transform. This is the planets. This is divine. This is huge, so that you can grow from an earth head logic base, take that sucker off, and be more spiritual. A spiritual base will give you no drama, no fighting, no arguing. It will give you everything that love has to offer. There will be bumps, but those bumps are not going to be like a roller coaster, like an earthly thought process. It just doesn't work, because we have to have a certain amount of earth because we have to live here. But we should be 90% spirit, 10% earth. And the way that we do that is we switch our process around of thinking, because majority of everybody thinks here first, then they go to their intuition and their heart, their wisdom, because earth is knowledge. Wisdom is spirit. So really, in reality, all this, guys, when you're trying to purge, you have to go to spirit first. What is it? My purpose, my journey, everything. What does the divine say about what I am supposed to be? Horses will never be out of me. That is just me. That's part of it. But the other thing is that I think here first, then I let my head say okay or no. Then what happens? My head speaks, or my body acts. So my spirit speaks to my head speaks to my mouth or my body, how to act, react, talk, not react. But most people on this earth do the head first, then go to that, nah, don't want to do that. And then they go and let their body do whatever, or their mouth say whatever. And then you've got a freaking roller coaster. You got drama, you got bad relationships, bad choices, all that kind of a thing. All right. I'm going off into coaching. Sorry. But it needs to be, because this is really, really a key point for you guys this week, Doris. It is really key. It is time to purge, let go. This transformation wants to come in fast. It wants to happen. This metamorphosis wants to happen. That cocoon wants to split open and shoot the butterfly out, but you guys are holding it in the cocoon, whoever that is. All right. So that's your reading, guys. If you want a coaching session, please just go down below, look, or just message me, email me, message me. That's fine. If not, this is your reading. And we don't have any new moons. We're still in Mercury retrograde. That's why things are really in an upheaval for everybody. We're still in a Mercury retrograde. So if you're feeling anxious, you're feeling irritable, you're feeling frustrated, confused, it's the Mercury retrograde doing that. And that's just the way it is. So I hope this helped in some sense. And if it isn't for you, maybe you know somebody that this would help. Give this to them. It doesn't have to be their sign, but a lot of people need to learn how to let go, purge, so that they can. It's huge release. Let me tell you, I was telling this person yesterday, it's a huge release. Once you begin to let go, it's almost like an addiction. You want that freedom more and more and more and more until you get full freedom. And it is an amazing place to be, especially when you've been bound for so long. All right. You guys have a great week. I will see you again on the 22nd. Take care, guys.